We are unstoppable. 2 years ago, the entire world seemed to shut down around us. But even that couldn't stop us from striving towards our goals. We worked out at home. We completed fitness challenges. We cheered each other on from behind our computers. We ran outside. And we eventually came together. And we did all of that to get to this very moment. Right here and right now. For the next 2 days, athletes will descend in on Richmond and compete their hearts out during the Special Olympics Virginia State Games, a once-in-a-lifetime chance. But for us, this is a bigger chance. A chance to forget about COVID, forget about isolation, the lost seasons, the missed opportunities. This is the time when we forget about all that and leave our mark. Ladies and gentlemen, this is our time. It's go time.
All right, everybody, ladies and gentlemen, athletes, coaches, chaperones, volunteers, sponsors, and fans, spectators, good evening and welcome to the Special Olympics Virginia's Summer Games. Woo! I'm Kelly Avellino with NBC 12, and I'm so honored and excited to be part of this year. I've been a spectator at the games, but this will be my first time emceeing, so thank you for having me. All right, we're going to get this show on the road. Please rise and take off your hats as honor guards from agencies across Virginia will be posting our nation's colors. And performing the national anthem tonight, let's give a warm welcome to Special Olympics Virginia athlete Kevin Bennett.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you, Kevin. Incredible job. And thank you so much to all of our law enforcement, honor guards, and the Virginia State Police Pipe and Drum Band. Thank you so much again to our law enforcement, honor guards, and the Virginia State Police Pipe and Drum Band joining us tonight. Well, this is my first year emceeing again, so thank you for having me. But really, it has been 2 years since we've all been here for the summer games, so it is so good to be back. Richmond has missed you all. I know we are all so grateful to be back enjoying the summer games. This weekend, 700 athletes from 23 area programs across Virginia are going for gold in swimming, softball, tennis, and track and field, of course. Now, to celebrate, we're going to need a bit of audience participation to get our athletes even more pumped up than they already are. So, hope you have your hands ready for clapping and your voices ready for some cheering. We're going to now welcome an athlete representative from each area to the field, so please clap and cheer as I introduce everyone because it is go time. First up, let's start by welcoming the athletes of the Tidewater region, hailing from the shore of Virginia Beach through Northampton and the edges of Suffolk. Here are areas 2, 19, and 29. Woo!
No effort, all you gotta do is flip that switch before we bet up. Turn the lights down low.
Woo!
Yeah, now I'm feeling you breathing slow. Trying to find an island in the flood.
All right, here they come. Let's give them a big welcome. Woo! Okay, bringing the mountains to the competition are our Shenandoah Superstars from Charlottesville to Winchester. Let us welcome areas 3, 5, and 13. Loud and proud we are. All right, now time for our home team here, representing the James River region from Chesterfield to Colonial Heights and through the outskirts of Prince George. Put your hands together for areas 6 and 16. Woo! We couldn't ask for a better evening. Congratulations on all of your hard training and work. All right, up next, winning the award for longest distance travel to bring their A game right here to the field. Let's welcome areas 8, 9, and 10 from the southwest corners of Virginia. Woo-hoo! Here they come. All right. Coming up next, truly the shiniest pearls of Virginia's oyster region. Let me hear you cheer for our Rappahannock athletes from Fredericksburg to Westmoreland. These sports icons from areas 11, 17, 23, 27, and 28 are bringing the heat. Loud and proud.
This is history and I'm making homie. Point blank, close range, that thing. If it goes a million, that's me. I was getting moolah, baby.
Alrighty. Up next, joining the fun from Farmville and the heart of Virginia, let's give a Summer Games welcome to our Area 12 athletes. Coming in right now. Woo! Coming in hot. Area 12. And from the tip top of the Commonwealth, representing Loudoun, Fairfax, and all of Northern Virginia, let's put our hands together for areas 14 and 26, representing strong. All right. Let's let's transition to those who are bringing the thunder from the edge of the bay in Hampton to the coast of the Colonial Parkway in Williamsburg. Let's hear it for our Peninsula athletes from areas 22, 30, and 33. Give it up, woo! We got this whole Commonwealth covered. All right, last but not least, another home team here. The heroes representing the city of Richmond. Let's give it up for Area 25. All right, what a lineup here. These athletes have been training all year long for this. And it's been 2 years since we've really had a Summer Games year. So we are ready. Let's give them one huge last round of applause. We're so proud of these guys. Thank you so much for all your hard work. Now, every year, we come to the incredible University of Richmond Stadium to hold our games. Before we bring up the men's head basketball coach, Chris Mooney, to share U of R welcome, we'd like to recognize one member of the University of Richmond team, Rich McDonald. Rich, please join us on the field. Hi. Hi, how are you? Thank you. For more than 20 years, Rich has been behind the scenes, but truly is the reason that each and every opening ceremony during that time, including his last one this evening, has gone off without a hitch for the Special Olympics. He also ensures that any logistical need during the weekend is taken care of, oftentimes even before anyone asks. As you prepare to retire, Rich, the Special Olympics, and the entire community that stretches across the Commonwealth thanks you for being a fan of the Special Olympics here in Virginia, and we are forever fans of yours. Thank you.
Speech.
And now, let's give a warm welcome to University of Richmond's head men's basketball coach, Chris Mooney.
Thank you very much. How are you? Can I put this up? Hello, everyone. On behalf of the University of Richmond Spiders, we'd like to welcome everyone back to our campus. We're so excited to see you in person to compete in the Olympics in 2022. We practice right over here for the Richmond Spiders basketball team, and at the moment we're training because our season won't start until November. And we're stretching and lifting weights and running sprints and doing all the training that it takes to get ready to compete. For you all, that day is today, and that weekend is now to compete. And every day at practice, what I say to my players as we're getting ready and we're stretched and we're taking the court and we're starting to dribble and run and shoot and get ready is we have a chance to play. We have a chance to play, and to be able to go out and compete and support one another and be with one another as you're trying to do your best on the athletic field is one of the great gifts, and the great gifts for our volunteers and the fans and the spectators and parents tonight. So we have a chance to play, and I wish you all the very best of luck as you do your best. I'd like now for everyone to turn their attention to the video board.
And you put it in, just slide it in, don't just lay it in there, because if you flop that, you're gonna flop grease all over, okay? Right there. You can always straighten it out. You excited about your trip?
Yes, I am. I'm ready to go.
You gonna go to Disney World?
I'm gonna try to see if I can get me and Matt to walk around Disney. And I hope Mickey don't step on my toe. or Minnie.
Just go down there and enjoy yourself.
I'm gonna try to do that. Seven of the cop cars pulled up in front of my house. They said, "Congratulations, you've been selected by the state to represent Virginia in the Florida Championship." It'll be fun to represent Virginia. I've been with Special Olympics since '96. I loved it. I never gave up on it. And they never gave up on me. They keep building you, keep building, keep raising you up. They making you feel like you're a superstar. Special Olympics loves me like my family loves me. And I love Special Olympics like I love my family.
I'm Gwendolyn Coggins. I'm Robert's aunt. As small as he was, because he's always been small built, he's been able to go with the big boys. And when he played football, I don't care how big the kids were, he was right up there with him. He's been a good athlete and a good fellow ever since I've known him. And he's 51 years old. Well, 51-year-old man, he can go.
You ready? Yeah, I'm ready. Come on, baby, let's do it.
Let's roll.
Come on, Hulk.
Let's go. Matt's he's like a big brother because he likes to help people out.
Yeah. Lower. Right here. Lower.
My name is Hulk Smash. Matt gave it to me because it's on the back of my t-shirt. On a powerlifting shirt, it says Hulk.
Come on, gold medals don't win themselves. Come on, hop. Here, over here. Sit over here. Sit on the tire. How you feel? You don't look tired enough. Sometimes I feel like I'm not doing my job right.
You doing your job, right?
You barely look sweaty.
Don't go there. Don't go there.
You know, I only know that I've tortured you enough when I see that you're super sweaty. So let me just take this back so I know that I'm not done yet. All right, there you go. Now we got more to do.
He's had a lot of, disappointments in his life, and he just took it on the cuff and just kept on going. He sees the good in people. He sees the good, and he goes ahead and does what he's supposed to do. I don't even have to tell him anything to do in the house. He does it because I guess there's something in him that tells him, this is what he wants to do. You want me to wash the dishes? Okay, I'll go to the store. Okay. It's anything. I don't know why he does what he does. But I guess this is what, you know, as his upbringing, this is what he felt he had to do.
That's when we got our trophy.
How much?
$225.
Do you remember what your mother said to you when you won your first gold?
She was proud. She was like, my baby boy did it.
So your nickname is Baby Boy.
My nickname for Mama is Baby Boy, but when I do weightlifting, my name is Hawk.
These are mostly the ones when your mother was living.
Yes.
And who you gonna win for?
Aunt Gwen, Mama, Grandma, Monica Bronson.
Don't forget yourself.
And me.
You pay attention to the people that have supported you. You know, they see it in you that you're the one that's going to be doing this. If you don't accomplish all the things that you think you want to do down there, you haven't failed anybody. I know how you feel, and you think about your mother and things and all, but you know, no matter what you do, she would be proud of you. If you break a record, that's fine. But if you don't, it's okay.
I'm getting emotional because my mother's not here, my grandma's not here, Tammy and Monica. Those are my heart.
I know exactly how you feel. But you got to get over that and go. She'd be so proud of you because you're going down there, that they picked you to go. You know how your mother felt. You're going to have a story to tell. Everybody is rooting for him. And I hope he goes down there and he does a fantastic job. But I'm going to keep telling him, first, do it for himself.
My mom will be proud of me. My grandmother will be proud of me. My sister, my niece will be proud of me. They're up in heaven right now looking down at me and saying, look at him. He's doing what he's doing. He's doing his favorite sport, powerlifting.
Thank you so much, Coach. And Robert the Hulk. We all need a little bit of Robert in us when we're working out, I think, right? Pretty awesome. Well, we wouldn't be here. And while we are here today, Robert and another 50 Virginia athletes are in Orlando, Florida right now. And all week, they competed on a national stage at the 2022 USA Games, which united more than 5,500 athletes and coaches from all 50 states and the Caribbean, and 125,000 spectators. So that's going on right now in Florida. They raced the track, worked for three-pointers on the basketball court, rolled bocce balls, bowled for strikes, swung for birdies, flexed their bench press muscles. We know Robert was doing that. Scored on the soccer field, swam laps, volleyed for aces on the tennis court, and even met a few celebrities along the way. So let's take a look. was the final day of the USA Games competition, and I can tell you, Team Virginia will be flying home very soon, and we just got word from our own Team Virginia athlete correspondent, Daniel Morales, that Virginia athletes are bringing with them at least 11 gold medals, 18 silver medals, 12 bronze medals from those games in Florida. Team Virginia, we can't wait to see you and welcome you home. We are so proud of you. Now, as many of you know, Rick Jeffrey, the president of Special Olympics Virginia, is going to retire at the end of this month after 36 years with the program, 22 of them at the helm. Now, to many, Rick has been a friend, an advocate, and a leader, but to all of us, he has always been a coach. And good coaches listen, good coaches learn, and good coaches love. And since he first stepped foot onto the Special Olympics field of play on a hot summer day in August of 1986, Rick Jeffrey has been all of those things and more. Rick recently shared his greatest rewards are the accomplishments of all of you, the athletes. You've shown people that the Special Olympics is about what's possible if we choose to see it. We also know there is no better way to send him off into retirement than with a message from longtime athlete and Special Olympics celebrity, Frank Stevens. Welcome, Frank.
Thank you. When I first sat down to think about what I wanted to say tonight, I couldn't do it. You see, I first thought I was supposed to say goodbye to Rick Jeffrey as he retires after 22 years as Silva president. I just could not do that. Then I realized I needed to say thank you to Rick. And that is something I can do. I have known Rick for nearly 20 years. All of my adult life and almost half of his. That's a long time, but it seems like just yesterday that Rick was introducing me to the International Torch Run Conference when it was held here in Virginia in 2004. Rick told me to relax, be myself, and be funny. He also said, remember, these guys are all your friends. Since then, I have always assumed that people are already my friends, or sometimes a friend I haven't made yet. That thought has worked out pretty well for me. Thank you, Rick. That's something Rick has made a lifetime of being good at. Making others see that they can do more than they thought they could. It's not surprising that he would understand that. That is one of the things that athletics teaches us. That we can do more than we thought we could. Look at all of you. You are all champions. That's why you are here, because you learned you could be great athletes. You learned that lesson at games and meets all over Virginia. All those games and events take planning and money and the work of thousands of volunteers and staff. Somebody has to lead all those people. And for 22 years in Virginia, that leader has been Rick Jeffrey. Thank you, Rick. Because of the start that Rick gave me 20 years ago, and the encouragement he has given me ever since, I have traveled all over the world and met leaders of all kinds of organizations. The great ones, the ones that last a long time, have something in common. They grow younger as they grow wiser. Rick is old enough to laugh at my jokes about the Ronco pocket fisherman. And he has grown young enough to laugh at my jokes about Miley Cyrus's wrecking ball and Katy Perry's fireworks. Rick is daring enough to believe we could hold the attention of over 10,000 basketball fans long enough to tell them about Special Olympics. Thank you, Rick. Rick came to Special Olympics as an athlete. Only a very small number of athletes are good enough to play in college. Rick was one of those athletes. He played basketball at Hampden-Sydney College right here in Virginia. A few years ago, I think it was the year they took the bottom out of the peach basket. Seriously, I have done the research, and I am certain that no athlete in the history of Hampden-Sydney has had a greater impact on athletics than Rick Jeffrey. Under his leadership, tens of thousands of new athletes have been introduced to the transformative power of sports. He has guided Special Olympics Virginia in being recognized as one of the leading programs in the nation. Thank you, Rick. In these last 3 COVID-dominated years, many programs have had been shut down operations and events for lack of funds. Special Olympics Virginia has remained fully funded through those difficult times. Thank you, Rick. Special Olympics Virginia is a recognized leader in unified sports, health programs, and athlete leadership. Thank you, Rick. Perhaps most important of all is that Rick has understood that organizations can only grow if they have leaders. If they have leaders who can grow. In the beginning, Rick's expertise, Rick's experience as an athlete helped him see the power of understanding the world of athletics to Special Olympians. As he and Special Olympics have grown, Rick has come to see the power of introducing Special Olympians to the world through athletics. That is a kind of subtle but powerful change. That is the mark of a great leader. We have been blessed to have one of those leaders. Thank you, Rick. So, okay guys, stand up. Come on, say it with me. Thank you, Rick. Thank you, Rick. Thank you, Rick. Thank you, Rick. Thank you, Rick.
Thank you, Frank. You can stay here, Frank. This won't take long. Thanks, Frank. For 22 years, I have made it a point to never follow Frank Stevens, okay? But he left me no choice tonight, and if I am going to have someone thank me for the years of service that I've given here, I would like it to be no one other than Frank Stevens. Frank is simply one of the greatest messengers, not just in Virginia, but globally in Special Olympics. And so as he goes to sit down, join me in thanking Frank for all he's done. You can go. Okay, look, to our athletes, I have, for the last several decades, watched you celebrate your victories. I have watched you lose with grace. I have been inspired by your perseverance, and it has been my pleasure and honor for 36 years and the last 22 as your president to serve you, because athletes, you are what's possible. To our family members and our parents especially, you are the real heroes of Special Olympics. The great champion Muhammad Ali said, "Service is the rent that you pay for your space here on earth." If that's true, then parents and family members, your rent is paid in full. To our volunteers, our great torch runners, our sponsors, our donors, our fans, and our friends. Our vision here at Special Olympics Virginia is an inclusive world for all, created by the power of sports. So when you leave here tonight or tomorrow, volunteers and sponsors and donors and torch runners and friends, I challenge you to do this. Include more and more and exclude less and less. And so, after a couple of years of not being here, it is my pleasure to welcome all of you to the Special Olympics Virginia Summer Games. Enjoy your experience. Thank you.
Again, Rick, thank you so much for your decades of service and contribution. Thank you. Woo! One more time. Woo! Great game, Coach. One last time from all of us to you. All right, I think it's time for a show. Tonight, we are all thrilled to welcome back a dear friend of the Special Olympics, Shay. Shay is a graduate of Thomas Dale High School in Chesterfield and, of course, a superstar on the American Idol stage, where she made it all the way to Hollywood in 2019, where we certainly rooted her on. Let's take a look.
A year ago, I started complaining to my mother about not being able to see the whiteboard. And I was like, oh man, I'm gonna get glasses now. And it's an open door. I went to Dr. Cox's office and she had done a bunch of tests on my eyes. She came back and she's like, you need to go to the ER now. I got dragged to my MRI. And that's where they found that I had a tumor in my brain. One doctor was like, all right, Sheila, we're gonna try to save you from going blind. I was like, what did he just say? When I first got home from the hospital, I came home and like I couldn't see everything. Oh God. Don't cry. Once I got back into school, that was the bad part. The kids were like so cruel. They called me names. They would kick my cane. They'd push me. I asked my mom at one point, I was like, why did that happen to me? But on the other side, I also do have people that are like really supportive, and I have made new friends. And it's a whole nother side to life that I never knew about. I had people that were in my corner trying to help me learn. I was making the best light of what I had been dealt, because I was like, you know, things happen. You still look the same. You still act the same. It's just you can't see it as well.
We all got your back, definitely.
All day. People are gonna always say, you can't do this, you can't do that, you can't do this, you can't do that. But you can do it. You got it.
Incredible. Shay, we are so glad to have you back. Thank you also to the Sing for Serenity Choir, who you are going to hear in the background during Shay's This Is Me performance. Welcome, Shay.
You're broken down and tired of living life on a merry-go-round, but you can't find the fighter. But I see it in you, so we're gonna walk it out and move mountains. We're gonna walk it out and move mountains. And our eyes like the day, eyes unafraid of rise up, and I'll do it 1,000 times again. And eyes up, high like the waves, eyes up, in spite of the ache, I rise up, and I'll do it 1,000 times again. For you, for you, for you, for you. When the silence isn't quiet and it feels like it's getting hard to breathe, and I know you feel like dying, but I promise we'll bring the world to its feet and move mountains, bring it to its feet and move mountains. And eyes like the day, eyes unafraid of rise up, and I'll do it 1,000 times again. For you, for you, for you, for all we need is hope, and for that we have each other, and for that we have each other, and we will rise, we will rise, whoa, rise, rise, and we'll rise up, we'll rise like the day, we'll rise up, in spite of the ache, we will rise 1,000 times again, and we'll rise up, high like the waves, we'll rise up, in spite of the ache, we'll rise up, and we'll do it 1,000 times again. For you, for you, for you.
She has another tune. I assume so. Okay. Sorry.
I am not a stranger to the dark. Hide away, they say. We don't want your broken parts. I've learned to be ashamed of all my scars. Run away, they say. No one will love you as you are. But I won't let them break me down to dust. I know that there's a place for us. For we are glorious. When the sharpest words want to cut me down, I'ma send the flood, gonna drown them out. I am brave, I am bruised, I am who I'm meant to be. This is me. Look out, 'cause here I come. And I'm marching on to the beat I drum. I'm not scared to be seen, I make no apologies. This is me. Another round of bullets hits my skin. We'll fire away, 'cause today I won't let the shame sink in. We are bursting through the barricades and reaching for the sun. Yeah, that's what we've become. For we are glorious. When the sharpest words wanna cut me down, I'ma send the flood, gonna drown them out. I am brave, I am bruised, I am who I'm meant to be. This is me. Look out, 'cause here I come. And I'm marching on to the beat I drum. I'm not scared to be seen, I make no apologies. This is me. This is me. And I know that I deserve your love. There's nothing I'm not worthy of. When the sharpest words wanna cut me down, I'ma send the flood, gonna drown them out. This is brave, this is bruised, this is who I'm meant to be. This is me. Look out, 'cause here I come. Look out, 'cause here I come. This is me. Thank you, thank you.
Shay, that was so incredible. You are an inspiration to all of us. Thank you so much for that. Amazing. Another hand for Shay. Woo! We are also very grateful tonight to introduce to you David Thomason, who will take the reins as Special Olympic Virginia's president on July 1st. David, currently the Vice President of Advancement, has been with Special Olympics Virginia since 1987 and has a passion for our athletes and for creating a more unified world for people of all abilities and gifts. Welcome, David, and thank you.
Thank you so much. Kelly, thank you so much. Shay, that was amazing. Indeed, we will rise up. And thank you for being here. Look at you. It is such a good sight to see all of you here tonight. I have been awaiting this for so long. How do you feel tonight? Yeah. Yeah, I'm right there with you. I am right there with you. Let me tell you how I'm feeling. I'm feeling really grateful. I'm grateful to be on this beautiful campus on this beautiful night, back with you, seeing your faces. I'm after 2 years, it's just tremendous to be back here. I'm grateful to see you bringing your best, others here to celebrate you bringing your best, and reconnecting with others in the Special Olympics family. I'm also grateful to have worked with and learned from you for 35 years and look forward to learning even more as we move forward. Yes. I'm grateful that regardless of what the last couple of years has brought us, and it's brought us a lot, you have stayed strong, you've stayed committed, you've stayed hopeful, and you've helped the rest of us by doing that. I'm very grateful for that. And as Coach Jeffrey begins his much-deserved retirement, and it is greatly deserved, we all know that, I'm deeply grateful, immensely grateful, to have the opportunity to lead Special Olympics Virginia as your next president. Thank you. Over our history at Special Olympics Virginia, we've come a long way, and we have continued our increase to impact the world around us, and we are just getting started. Driven by our vision, we've talked about our vision of a more respectful and inclusive world. You have led the way, we have led the way, not just by talking about it, but by modeling it, by showing others a path toward that world, through our actions, through how we treat each other, and the respect that we show around us. And athletes, you are at the very front of that line, leading our inclusion revolution. We're following you, and continue that leadership with us. As I said, I am immensely honored to become your next president, and I promise that just like our athletes show us, I'll bring my best to this job every day. You know that who you have by your side makes a difference. Everything you do, whoever you have by your side makes all the difference. And as we move into this next chapter of Special Olympics Virginia, I am extremely grateful to have you, each of you, all of you, every one of you by my side. I'm excited for what we're going to get done together. And now it is go time. Let's do it. Now, please help me welcome Special Olympics Virginia Global Messenger, Special Olympics Virginia athlete, and very importantly, my friend, and soon to be yours, Mr. Joe Malusian.
Man, good evening. My name is Joe Malusian, and I am very honored to be here at the opening ceremony speech. I have been in the Special Olympics for 10 or more years now. This time spent in the Special Olympics has helped me be 100% myself and not trying to mold myself in someone I'm not. I am not autism or cerebral palsy. I am Joe Malusian. When I compete, I swear you guys aren't ready. When I compete in the Special Olympics, they call out my name, not my obstacles. I refer my diagnosis as obstacles because they are not me, but what I have to overcome. My obstacles are a small part of who I am. I am who I chose, what I chose to be, and not what is defined by my diagnosis, but by the successes. I am in training to be a manager at Uptown Alley and I take pride in my work. I am in college studying paleontology, and I take pride in the pursuit of my knowledge. Yeah. I was a volunteer firefighter, and I took pride in the community I protect. I am a brother, I am a son, I have a loving and supportive family, and I take pride knowing they're there for me and I for them. I have a nice car and my own townhome I rented with my best friends, and I wouldn't trade anything more. That'll make me cry. And the reason for the speech, I am the athlete of Special Olympics, and I take pride in the accomplishments of my fellow athletes who not only leap over physical hurdles, but emotional and psychological hurdles as well. I have faced many hurdles as a result of my diagnosis. But just as jumping the hurdles in a race makes you stronger, so does the emotional and psychological hurdles that we athletes overcome every day. We athletes are bombarded by insults and ridicule for nothing than just existing and being ourselves. This can be seen in constant bullying done in school, online, and everywhere where we don't have support of fellow athletes. I was bullied in school. I struggled to pass my classes in school. I was denied access to enter the military to follow in my grandfather's footsteps. But my father always told me, Joe, you can put your mind to it, you can do anything. And those obstacles do not define me. I am who I choose to be, and not what's happened to me. I am Joe Malugin. I am a rising manager. I am a student. I am a firefighter. I am a driver. I am a tenant. I am a brother and a son, and I'm a best friend. And I'm an athlete. And finally, it's great honor to be here, to be giving this speech tonight. Whenever I was given this opportunity, I saw my younger self looking on this stage from where you guys are sitting. And I'm standing here now, and I tell you, you guys are capable of doing this. And you can show others around you they can too. Thank you. Man, sometimes I can't hold back my tears, bro. It is now my pleasure to introduce Nancy Morehouse, Senior Director of the Southwest Region and Unified Sports Specialist, to lead us in the athlete oath. Nancy has worked to further Special Olympics mission for more than 30 years. At the 30-year mark, staff are invited to be a part of be an athlete in the oath at state games. So let's put our hands together for Nancy and the 36 she has given the Special Olympics.
Thank you, Joe. It is a great honor to be one of 6 SOVA staff members who have been here more than 30 years, which I think speaks a million things about all of you and all of us. So I'm pleased for that. So please help me welcome the amazing humans here who will help lead us in the oath. So to my right here is Angela Mountain. She hails from Chilhowie, Virginia. She bowls, track and field, unified fitness,
I am a new cheerleader now.
and she's a cheerleader now. She's really excited.
Come on, let's show it.
And
Right here.
also to my left is Richard Robinson, one of the first people I met when I started volunteering for Special Olympics. He just let me know that he just earned his 67th medal today. So that tells you how long he's been at it. And well over 100 ribbons. So in this group to my right, I am so pleased to bring up here with me, these are the pioneers of our unified generation. Bryce Hall to the far right, Ray Hall Gravely, and Corey Hairston. Bryce and Ray have helped start Unified Champions School programming at their high school, and now that, and beyond that, in college, have continued to be Unified partners, coach Special Olympics, and now Ray teaches special ed and coaches her own students at her own Unified Champion School, Hidden Valley. And Corey hails from William Fleming High School, and he is helping lead the Unified College program at ECPI University, where he attends as a student. So welcome these people. Are you guys ready for the oath? I think you're going to need to stand up. Okay. I can't get it any closer. No, you have to stand with us. Okay, you can shout, all right? Okay. You can come over too. All right. So everybody ready? You're going to repeat after us. So ready, guys? 1, 2, 3. Let me win. But if I cannot win, let me be brave in the attempt. All right. Okay. You go ahead.
Okay, hold up. I think we can do better than that. Do you?
Do you want to stand up this time? Okay. Ready? You got it. You got it. Okay. You're good. You're good. Okay. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Let me win. You're doing great. But if I cannot win, let me be brave in the attempt.
Y'all get out there, do your best. Let's go.
Grab your walker. Grab your walker. You got it? Thanks, guys.
I love you. Lady Samantha hot.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Nancy. And before we move on to one of the most anticipated parts of the evening, the Law Enforcement Torch Run, we'd love to introduce you to one more inspiring athlete this evening, Brian Kuhn. Brian will be helping light the Olympic cauldron and has found his home with Special Olympics Virginia. Please turn your eyes to our big screen.
My name is Brian Kuhn. I'm a Special Olympics athlete. I do basketball, swimming, soccer, golf, bowling, and track.
My name is Tracy Lowry, and I'm the coordinator for Colonial Heights Special Olympics. And Brian and I have started when he was a very young boy. I met him, he started Special Olympics, and we've become family. Brian went through a whole lot in his young life from what his mom and dad had told me. And so when I met Brian, he had a lot of seizures. And when he was 16 and stopped the seizures, they decided to put him in swimming because he could go unassisted at that time. And the first meet that we had, he won a gold medal. I don't know what his heart felt, but I'm sure that he felt a sense of belonging and being able to accomplish something so great. I think it changed his entire life.
I'm proud to be a Special Olympics athlete.
We are so proud of you, Brian. And now it is time for the final portion of tonight's program, the Law Enforcement Torch Run. What started as a flicker 40 years ago has grown into a roaring flame of support and stability for Special Olympics athletes worldwide. In Virginia, hundreds of sheriff's deputies, police officers, corrections officers, federal agents, and military personnel have all carried this flame of hope for the past week. They've been joined by more than 1,500 members of the community and together traveled more than 5,100 miles, and that is something to celebrate. In addition to running the Law Enforcement Torch Run presented by the Wawa Foundation, Hardee's, and Publix, it has raised more than $25 million for Special Olympics Virginia since its inception, including a record-breaking $1,126,000 this year to keep the program going. Athletes, fans, volunteers, sponsors, coaches, and chaperones. It is time to welcome the Guardians of the Flame, led by Lieutenant Colonel Chris Pascal with the Chesapeake Sheriff's Office. Lieutenant Colonel Pascal and his team have raised the most funds for athletes of Special Olympics Virginia via the Torch Run this spring. We thank you. Several members of the community will be joining them too as well. Each of them has also raised a whole lot of money to keep Special Olympics Virginia programs free for everyone involved. Woo! The officers will finish their journey into the stadium, and then our Torch Run State Chair, Metropolitan Washington Airports Authority Police Chief David Huckler, and Special Olympics Virginia athlete Brian Kuhn will light that cauldron, the Olympic cauldron. Welcome, Torch Runners. Fans, it is time to light up your glow sticks and get ready. Take a look at the video all. Here they come. Woo!
Little girl, only 17 years old. Life just got in the way. Don't know what to say. She's heard it all before, lying on her bedroom floor, thinking my life has to be worth more. She dreams of going to New York City. Her heart's already there, but her head's fighting the war. Little girl, only 17 years old, looking for a star, but it's just too dark. When dreams get his wife once was. Wants to find us something to believe in. He hears a knock at the door this eve. She says, I'm going to New York City to follow my dreams. Would you come with me? Little girl, only 17 years old, looking at the stars in her granddad's eye. And dreams get a little bit wider, but together they cross the river. And the stars get a little bit lighter, and the sky looks a little brighter. Tonight when you need a way out, someone to lean on, some kind of hero is there when you look in the mirror, staring back at you. There's a I'll be the last one standing, 2 hands in the air, I'm a champion. You'll be looking up at me when it's over. I live for the battle, I'm a soldier. Yeah, I'm a fighter like Rocky, put your flag on your back like Ali. Yeah, I'm the greatest, I'm stronger. Bet my dues, can't lose, I'ma own ya. Hey, I've been working my whole life, and now it's do or die. I am invincible, unbreakable, unstoppable, unshakable. They when they write my story, they're gonna say that I did it for the glory. But don't think that I did it for the fame, yeah. I did it for the love of the game, yeah. And this is my chance I'm taking. All them old records I'm breaking. All you people watching on the TV, you go ahead and put your bets on me. Yeah, I've been waiting my whole life to see my name in lights. I am invincible, unbreakable, unstoppable, unshakable. They knock me down, I get up again. I am the champion. You're gonna believe you can't hurt me now. I can't feel the pain. I was made for this. Yeah, I was born to win. I am the
Born champion. The C is for the courage I possess through the drama. H is for the hurt, but it's all for the honor. A is for my attitude, working through the patience. Money comes and goes, so the M is for motivation. Gotta stay consistent, the P is to persevere. The I is for integrity, innovative career. The O is optimistic, open and never shut. And the N is necessary, cause I'm never giving up. See, they ask me how I did it, I just did it from the heart. Crushing the competition, been doing it from the start. They say that every champion is all about his principles. Who wants it the most? Fight for what we believe in. That's what champions are made of.
All, it is go time. Good luck tomorrow, and we invite you down to the field now to enjoy some live music from the University of Richmond's faculty band, Sabbatical. Enjoy your weekend of competition and these awesome fireworks.